saga claims yet another. Maran submits his resignation to the Prime Minister after the CBI's report. But Karunanidhi throws party's weight behind Maran, confirms that there was no communication between the DMK and the Congress.
அவர்கள் நினைத்தால் யாரையும் இழிவுபடுத்திவிட முடியும். அதற்கு தயாநிதி மாறன் விதிவிலக்கு அல்ல.
Prime Minister should have acted long before, says Amma, adds that the DMK's fate has been sealed.
I think the end of the DMK has already been decided by the people.
In Dilshan murder case, no eyewitnesses and still no sign of the murder weapon. CBCID examines alibis of suspects. Activity-based learning versus textbooks. Debate rages on even as people look at potential advantages. Principal family court grants divorce to Prabhudeva and Ramlath after a hefty alimony. And indulge in the sinful experience. Here's one excuse if you ever needed one. It's the World Chocolate Day. A very good evening. You're watching Late Night News with me, Ashmit Kumar. Time now to take a look at stories coming in from across the country. Rahul Gandhi continues his strong attack against the Mayawati government on day 3 of his Padyatra. At least 37 people are dead as an express train collides with a bus at an unmanned crossing in Uttar Pradesh. Sports Authority of India sacks more coaches, says the coaching and the support staff of the dated athletes will be punished. And MS Dhoni hits the big 3-0 today. It's his birthday and the wishes are pouring in. Well, first up, the 2G investigations have claimed yet another DMK leader. Dayanidhi Maran resigned today as the Union Textiles Minister after the CBI said it has evidence against him in the multi-crore telecom scam. Our sources had confirmed that his exit had been sanctioned by the DMK patriarch M. Karunanidhi, but in the latest reaction coming in from the DMK chief himself, he came out openly backing Dayanidhi Maran. Meanwhile, our sources reveal that T.R. Balu is one of the names that is doing the rounds as a possible replacement. Now, sources said that Maran's resignation came after Prime Minister Manmohan Singh held high-level meetings today with senior ministers Pranab Mukherjee, P. Chidambaram, Veerappa Moily, Kapil Sibal and the Attorney General Ghulam Bahanwati separately. And well, in the latest coming in from the DMK camp, the silence has finally been broken. Speaking to the media, the DMK chief Karunanidhi has thrown the party's weight behind Dayanidhi Maran. He also launched into a scathing attack on the media, saying that it could defame anyone. He also mentioned that there has been no communication between the DMK and the Congress.
உலகத்தில் குறிப்பாக இந்தியாவில் மீடியாக்களின் ஆட்சி நடைபெறுகிறது. அவர்கள் நினைத்தால் யாரையும் இழிவுபடுத்திவிட முடியும். அதற்கு தயாநிதி மாறன் விதிவிலக்கு அல்ல.
ஐயா, கட்சியின் சார்பில்
ஒரு கேள்வி.
ஒரே கேள்வியா நாங்க கேட்கவே கட்சி தயாநிதி மாறனுக்கு துணையா இருக்குமாயா? தயாநிதி மாறனுக்கு துணையா திமுக இருக்குமா? தயாநிதி மாறனுக்கு துணையா திமுக இருக்குமான்னு கேக்குறாங்க.
இருக்கும்.
இதுவரைக்கும் தயாநிதி மாறனை ஆதரித்து கட்சி எந்த விதமான அறிக்கையோ எந்த விதமான முடிவும் சொல்லவில்லையா?
இதெல்லாம் என்ன நம்ம முடிவு வந்திருக்குது. உலகில் குறிப்பாக இந்தியாவில் மீடியாக்களின் ஆட்சி நடைபெறுகிறது. அவர்கள் நினைத்தால் யாரையும் இழிவுபடுத்தி விட முடியும். அதற்கு தயாநிதி மாறன் விதிவிலக்கு அல்ல.
ஐயா, நேத்திக்கு இரவு நீங்க காங்கிரஸோட லீடர் சோனியா காந்தி அவர்களோட பேசுறீங்க அப்படின்னு செய்தி வந்திருக்கு. அது உண்மையா? நேற்று இரவு காங்கிரஸ் தலைவி சோனியா காந்தியிடம் நீங்க தொலைபேசியில் பேசுனது உண்மையா?
இல்ல.
கேபினட் ரீஷஃபிள்ல டிஎம்கேக்கு சீட் கேக்குறீங்களா? ஐயா, தயாநிதி மாறனும் ராஜாவும் விட்டு கொடுத்த கேபினட் பதவியை நீங்க கேபினட் ரீஷஃபிள்ல கேட்க போறீங்களா?
தெரியாது.
மத்திய அரசுல இருந்து இல்லாட்டி காங்கிரஸ் இருந்து யாருன்னா உங்ககிட்ட பேசினாங்களா?
பேசல.
சார் தயாநிதி மாறனுக்காக ரீப்ளேஸ்மெண்ட் யாராவது கேக்குறீங்களா?
இந்த கேள்வி பதில் சொல்றது தயாராக.
சார் நீங்க பிரைம் மினிஸ்டருக்கு ஏதோ கடிதம் எழுதுனா சொல்றாங்க, அப்படி ஏதோ எழுதப்பட்டதா?
உங்க கற்பனை, அது உங்க கற்பனை.
And while reactions have been coming in thick and fast, Amma appeared to be in no mood to cut the DMK or the UPA any slack, maintaining that the resignation was long overdue.
Maran being arrested now. I mean, resigning now.
This is something that was long overdue. He should have resigned long ago, or the Prime Minister should have made him resign long ago.
So, ma'am, I know also about lots of cases that's emerging against Kalanidhi Maran, his group of companies and all that.
And Hansraj
Saxena. So, would you be strict in taking action in the state as well against them?
Most certainly. Whatever complaints have been received, whatever evidence has come to light, will be acted upon with all seriousness.
With three major politicians of the DMK inside, do you think the end of the DMK is near?
I think the end of the DMK has already been decided by the people.
Well, meanwhile, the BJP disallowed the UPA of drawing any mileage. The BJP maintained that action was taken only due to the involvement of the Supreme Court and that the Prime Minister could not claim any credit. Too little too late was the message coming across.
Resignation was not only necessary, but it was long overdue. The issue is why Prime Minister waited so long, when things were very clear that the way, the linkages between the investment in Sun TV and granting of 23 licenses by forcing somebody to sell his stakes and not granting him licenses, all this is a quid pro quo story. And still, when it came to light, when CBI also made it public, investigated and found the truth, still Prime Minister refused to act. So it is the question about the Prime Minister's ability also, why he is not acting in time, why he takes so long, why he protects till the last moment. When it becomes really untenable, then only there is an action.
Well, the BJP appears to have broken into a rhetoric. In fact, a little after Maran resigned, NDTV 24/7 reporter Rahul Srivastav caught up with the leader of opposition in the Rajya Sabha, Arun Jaitley, and here's what he had to say.
Has to make his political assessment that already the credibility of his government is eroding. He's hurt himself when he says that people regard it as the most corrupt government in history. But then if he doesn't act on these grounds and chooses to look the other way, it's a valid allegation.
Will you not say that for the offence for which Mr. Raja is behind bars, it was Mr. Maran perhaps who started it, and the first time that the Prime Minister was told that you should stay off the whole spectrum allocation thing, it was Mr. Maran?
The power of the wireless authority to make frequency allocations is taken away by the minister. The Prime Minister wants to constitute a GOM. The minister has the audacity to tell him, don't do it. This is my prerogative. And now that these facts have come to note and they're surfacing, the skeletons are tumbling out of the cupboard.
But there is a very strange situation that the Prime Minister had promised that there will be a revamp of the cabinet after the budget session and there will be more wholesome approach, give new direction to governance. Don't you think perhaps that whole exercise of revamp has become so difficult because of all these little compulsions which keep coming up every day, that Mr. Devara's offering to resign because of CAG report and gas allocation, Mr. Maran is a question mark, Telangana burning. Isn't it a very hemmed-in Prime Minister, a beleaguered Prime Minister right now?
Obviously, the Prime Minister is no longer the center of authority. Even when Mr. Devara has offered to quit, he's gone and offered to somebody else. You can't have a government run on this awkward structure where the Prime Minister is not the real source of authority. The power lies somewhere else. Democracies don't run on this pattern.
Is it this dichotomy, is it this crisis between the Congress, the party and the governance, which is the real reason for the
In a democracy, the total authority must vest in the Prime Minister. The buck must stop with the Prime Minister. But if the Prime Minister is not the key player, and the key player is somebody else, then all these contradictions are bound to emerge.
Well, shifting focus now in the latest on the hunt for Dilshan's killer. Despite fast-paced investigations, there is still no progress on locating a crucial piece of evidence, that's the murder weapon. Now, highly placed sources have also revealed that there are no eyewitnesses. Meanwhile, the investigating agencies are examining the alibis of the suspects in the process of eliminating them. Now, just to remind our viewers, 13-year-old Dilshan was shot dead on Sunday as he tried to pluck fruits from a restricted area. A lieutenant colonel is one of the suspects. Well, the Madras High Court adjourned the hearing on the common syllabus case to Monday after hearing both the state government and the petitioners. On the first day of hearing on uniform system of school education, Madras High Court pulled up both the AIADMK regime and the former Additional Advocate General P.P. Wilson, who represented the earlier DMK regime. When P. Wilson appeared for the petitioner, Manon Mani, who challenged the Tamil Nadu government's amendment to the Uniform Syllabus Act, Chief Justice M.Y. Iqbal and Justice T.S. Sivaganam told him not to argue for the petitioner, as he was known to have defended the earlier DMK regime in the uniform syllabus case. Now, the hearing began only after he left the court. During the course of the hearing, Chief Justice referred to a newspaper report on printing of old system of textbooks by Tamil Nadu government and said that it would amount to contempt of court. Now, Senior Counsel P.P. Rao, who appeared for the state government, submitted that the old textbooks were only being printed and not distributed in the markets. He added that the textbooks were printed only as a possible alternative.
இன்று நிபுணர் குழு அறிக்கை நீதிமன்றத்தில் தாக்கல் செய்திருந்தார்கள். அதன் மேல் நடந்த விசாரணையில் நிபுணர் குழு அளித்த அறிக்கை தவறானது. அதில் அவர்கள் சில சம்பந்தமில்லாத தனிநபர் ஒரு ஜெயதேவன் ஒருத்தருக்கார், அவருக்கு தமிழே தெரியாது. அவர் இந்த 10,000 பக்கத்தை எப்படி படித்தார், இந்த போல் இன்னும் சில வேல்யூபிள் ஆர்குமெண்ட்லாம் எங்கள் வக்கீலுங்க எடுத்து வச்சாங்க, நீதிமன்றம் எடுத்து வச்சாங்க. அது சம்பந்தமாக மீண்டும் வழக்கு திங்கட்கிழமை இருக்குமா சொல்லியிருக்கிறாங்க.
Well, still ahead, going back to the classrooms, we find out if activity-based learning is a blessing in disguise.